So it's been a couple weeks that the tuning has been out for the S650 Mustang, and we've seen a lot of tuners hard at work getting all the tunes for 93, E85, and some are even working on boosted setups. A lot of websites have, put out their links to be able to buy the S650 Mustang tune, and I know personally people who have bought it and actually in data logging phase and actually got the tune. So it's very exciting that HP Tuner was able to unlock the ECU, and that should mean increased sales for the Ford Mustang. Because let's be honest, the sales have really suffered with the S650 Mustang generation for two main reasons. I mean, the price is way too much for what they offer. I'm in an S550 Mustang, wanting to upgrade to a S650 Mustang, but honestly, it just doesn't offer that much compared to the Gen 3 Coyote motor. I think if I had the Gen 2 6-speed automatic, I probably would have upgraded, but the way it currently sits, it's just not that tempting. So that was obviously the big thing. It's not offering that much value, and the price increased so much. And the other thing was the tuning potential. The ECU was unlocked when it first came out, and as a lot of you guys know, a lot of Mustang owners want to upgrade their car, want to modify their car, and to be able to do all of that, you need the ECU to be unlocked. And if the ECU is locked, you just can't do that. And I know most of us will probably just stick to a regular bolt-on setup, like an intake tune, maybe get some exhaust, long tube headers at most. But some of us, want to upgrade the car beyond that. You want to get a boosted setup. And I know there's Whipple Supercharge that was being offered with their CAN tune, but it's not the same as custom tuning. And if you want to go E85 or anything like that, you need custom tuning. So now that the tuning is unlocked, we're hopefully going to see a sales increase, which means it's going to motivate Ford to make a better product. Now, in terms of the power increase, it's pretty similar to what we have seen with the S550. Of course, you're starting off with at least 20 more horsepower, if not 26, if you have the active exhaust. I've seen a lot of dyno graphs. I've seen everything, a lot of videos from the tuners, and it seems like you can pick up pretty much similar gains that you could have with the S550, but now you're just starting 20 horsepower higher. So technically, mod for mod, same tune, S650 Mustang should be faster than the S550 Mustang. Yes, it's a little bit heavier, but it's not that much heavier where it's going to impact that. So that's really going to help out with a lot of people who are kind of on the fence line, who want to modify the car, and they're like, we want to see the tuning unlocked. I'm not going to lie, I think I was kind of in the same boat because I've always wanted to boost the setup, and I'm considering one for my S550 Mustang. And everything I've done so far is pretty much what I would do on the S650 Mustang. So to me, if I was to get one, yes, I would do an intake. Yes, I would do an exhaust. And by intake, I mean a carbon trap delete, lower the car, get some new wheels, and I'm pretty much, done with it. And I'm pretty much at the same spot that I left my S550 with. The next step is obviously boost. And in order to do boost, I would have needed the ECU to be unlocked. So I'm on the same camp where if I wanted to upgrade, I have one more reason. Yes, the price is significantly more. It's almost like 12 grand more for the similarly equipped car that I'm currently in. Like if I get the black accent package, active exhaust, 10-speed automatic transmission, 401A, GT Premium, and all that stuff. But at least now the ECU is unlocked, and it gives me a little bit more motivation to look into it. And I think a lot of people were holding back. So even if you were someone who is casual, who is probably going to do just an intake, maybe an exhaust, but if you were getting a 10-speed transmission, tuning makes a huge difference. You might get only 15-20 more horsepower, which I know is not enough, but the way your 10-speed transmission is going to shift is going to be just night and day. And I've recently experienced with that because I was on a stock tune for a good bit of time, and then I went ahead and basically flashed the 93 tune back, and the difference to me was just amazing. Yes, the power was there. You could see mid-range got a little bit better. Top range definitely got better. But the way the transmission was shifting, the downshift, the smoother shifts, it was worth it. And so even if you're someone who's just going to barely modify their cars and you're not going to boost it or anything like that, custom tuning is good for you, especially if you have the 10-speed transmission, because it's going to change the way your car drives. And I feel like a lot of people are on that fence because most of us are probably going to stick to a basic bolt-on setup, but the tuning really helps get a little bit more power out, but really improve the shifting of your 10-speed transmission. So I think we're definitely going to see an increase in the sales with the Mustang. I know I've been reporting sales for the 2025 pretty much like month to month, April, May, and June, and we've constantly been seeing a decline. With like Ford announced the employee pricing, now they've got the 0% going on. Ford is really trying to motivate buyers with the pricing and all that stuff, but people are like, why would I spend this much money and have a locked ECU when I could just get a S550 2022, 2023 model, which is significantly cheaper, more or less the same car, but obviously it's, you know, it's got the unlocked ECU, so you can tune it up and do whatever you want. But then now that kind of changes things because you've got unlocked ECU, and we're talking about, you know, some serious power to be had if you want to go supercharging route, or just having a better shifting response from your 10-speed transmission. So I personally think there's going to be a lot of sales improvement with the Mustang. We've also heard rumors, not even rumors, pretty much in development, more or less confirmed, that there's going to be ESS kit for the 2024 and up Mustangs too. And there are a couple tuners out there who are actually testing it out and tuning for them just to kind of see how things are, which means, you know, affordable boost option with the S550 was the ESS kit. If you wanted, you know, the big boy supercharger, you would go for the Whipple or Pro Chargers. And that's been true for the 2024 and up Mustangs. You just had the Whipple. Pro Charger recently announced their kit, but now you might have the ESS supercharger kit for the 2024 and up Mustangs too, which would obviously improve sales. I mean, anyone who wants to boost their Mustangs and don't want to spend, you know, Whipple money, they can get ESS now because the custom tuning is available. So yeah, guys, I'm really excited what the custom tuning is going to do for the S650 Mustang sales, because to me, the product is a little bit stale because there's no competition right now. So Ford is being, you know, not trying to spend too much money. I know they're not going to drop the price. They're not going to drop the price unless the sales are absolutely terrible, where they have to do like 10-15 grand off of MSRP. But having unlocked ECU is definitely going to help improve the sales of the Mustang. If they're seeing more profit from the Mustang, that just means when they do a refresh or change, you know, have a new generation, they're actually going to put effort into it. They're actually going to put money into it. They're going to put investment into it. And we're going to get a product that is exciting. We're going to get a product that's, you know, a little bit more exciting than what we got with the S650 Mustang. I was in the camp where I was really, really looking forward to upgrade. I was pretty much certain that once the S650 Mustang comes out, I'm going to upgrade. Until they revealed it, I'm like, it kind of looks similar. Price has gone up significantly, and there's a locked ECU, so I can't tune it. I can't do anything. I'm going to be paying a lot more than I currently am with my S550 Mustang. So to me, it just did not make any sense. But now those days are changing. I think with the unlocked ECU, we're going to see positive news with buyers, you know, potentially buying more of these Mustangs. And it's just going to have, you know, it's going to give Ford more incentive to invest more into this platform and give us back. And of course, there's rumors that Challenger might come back because they went the EV route and that did not work out for them. So that's going to be good if Challenger comes back. Then we have more competition, and who knows? I mean, Chevy's been killing it with ZR1. Who knows? We might even get a Camaro back, and we're gonna get the 3 American muscle or pony car wars starting all over again. More competition is always good for us consumers because we get to vote with our money, and if companies know that there's more competition around, they want to give you a product that you're willing to pay for. So yeah, unlocked ECU, big news. Hoping to get better investment to the platform. And who knows, I might be jumping into the S650 too, just once I kind of see the ESS kit comes out, and just seeing a lot more different option what the tuning is doing for us, and maybe a refresh. I think a refresh will really help the S650 Mustang generation. So hoping for the refresh, that will really make me excited. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button. Comment below what are your thoughts on unlocked ECU for the S650 Mustang. Of course, subscribe to Red 50 for more videos.